What do you do if somebody gets offended by you setting a boundary? You let them get offended and you don't do anything. Hi guys, welcome to the page. This is about healing dark feminine energy and boundaries and standards. This topic is extremely juicy. It's extremely, extremely important too, if you are to be a healthy individual and actually self-actualize and expand and grow. You must learn the art of boundary setting and activating the dark feminine, which is extremely wounded and broken down in our culture because a majority of the cultural teaching is to be a people pleaser and to overgive and to be in fawn, especially for women. So they call it dark, and it's kind of shadowed because it's polarizing and it is more strong. It's more honest. It's more love for the self. It's more self-love instead of the opposing, which is the people-pleasing, overgiving, and disregarding the self for the other. So back to this first question, this young lady that I was in that time asked, what do you do when you when others get offended by you setting a boundary? And what do you do when others attack you or judge you or yell at you or dislike you sharing, I don't like something, or I'm not okay with this, or I don't like when you do this, can you do this? When you share those things and somebody is offended, the pivotal thing you must know, you are not responsible for how that individual feels. You are not responsible for that individual's action. You are not responsible for that individual's well-being. You are not responsible for that individual's choice and how they see the situation. If you grew up in an environment where you were taught to have to please in order to get your need met and be a good girl or a good boy, you are going to struggle with setting boundaries as you get older and as you become more empowered as an adult. Because boundaries are never taught to you, and they're non-existent until you begin to see, hey, I really am not okay. And listening to your own needs, becoming self-governing, becoming autonomous, self-resourcing, established within your own self. Until that happens and you begin to say your needs and share them, you are not going to be able to communicate properly with others. There's going to be a lot of issues because you're going to be overextending. You're going to be draining yourself. You're going to be hating the situation. Why? You're scared of them disapproving in you. You're scared of them not being okay with you or being mad at you or not liking you. A whole lot of them on you, but not about you and how you feel about them and the situation itself. And so I'm giving you permission now to begin to place yourself importance and your feeling state and what you actually need before other. And this is going to transition you from being a people pleaser, overgiving and doing things you don't want to do because you feel like you have to, because if you don't, you're this, and this, into somebody that is okay with not being liked because at least they have their own self-trust. And at least they can count on themselves to show up. So boundaries and self-trust go together. Self-trust builds when you set boundaries. Boundaries build when self-trust is established. More self-trust, more ability to set a boundary. I'm just going to appreciate my pimple on this side so I could show this side of my face. Right? So these things are important for you to know when you are healing the dark feminine and boundary setting. I want you to know it's very possible. I went through this path and this journey. This is the path of the intuition and the path of going within yourself and aligning with your soul's truth and allowing for the soul to guide you for where you need to go. Putting the illogical or the things that the world has taught you to do on the back burner and instead establishing a new way of being within your experience that is activated through a holistic version of yourself who is at the highest frequency possible so that you can bring in and attract the right things for you and your empowerment and the right situations that will lead you there. That's what the Feminine Soul Path is about, and that's why I created it. The link will be below. If you're ready to join the school, if you want information, comment, founding student, or Feminine Soul Path, and I'll get that over. Because, ladies, when we are in our truth, when we are in our intuition, when we are in our soul's guidance, boundary setting is natural. Especially when this program is seen for what it is. And there you go. That's what this video is for. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for meeting me in this wonderful time. And I hope to see you soon. Bye now.